Hi, welcome. In this video, I'd like to discuss the issue of leash reactivity and relationship as it relates to a dog that is expressing control. And this is a thing, again, when people get into this issue about how dogs react on a leash. When you have a dog on the leash and they go absolutely ballistic, I mean, out of control, lunging towards other dogs, everything's unraveling. You get pulled down off your feet, injured, I mean, just a mess. And, as this goes on in terms of relationship, you get to a point where you're extremely, you like walking on eggshells, you avoid certain situations because it's out of control. Now, this is the thing, even as you move forward to create change, okay, it seems like when the dog is off the leash, okay, certain situations, the dog is responding better. When I say talk about responding better, okay, this is even getting in this issue of not even through this system. It's not even a fact of off leash, and because you're accommodating the dog is gaining more control. They're better. That can be the case, and don't get me wrong, that can be the case in a lot of situations. But what I'm tying this into, okay, in the relationship level, is the issue of how things become tied in certain ways directly to the individual, okay, through how you're connecting with the dog. So when you're directly connected, you have a connection through the leash, and the dog has gained a lot of control. Okay, it's manifesting itself over time, and this is where it becomes very entrenched, because again, understand when things tie in directly, it's a direct connection. Okay, it's about relationship. And so this is where it can take a very long time. Understand that when you when this becomes established, when things really begin to unravel, and the dog is gaining so much through that, and just you feel a certain way, and you're very frustrated, understand that that's how it ties in. It's a direct association, direct connection through the leash. So it can take a lot of work. But here's the thing, again, even talking about a process in terms of how trainers are, painting the picture and rewarding dogs for this based on this assumption, is that it can take not just longer, it can basically be exercise in futility, and you're not going to get anywhere if you're not even engaging in the right type of a process that's going to cause the dog to release control in the first place. So again, number one, it's important to understand why this is, okay? Just so you don't feel like a crazy person. It's like, man, I'm with that, I have my dog on the leash and things are just out of control, ballistic. But then off leash, better, but again, you have to put the context of better, okay? Better in the context, okay? Better because the dog is still, gaining, still, your accommodating dog still has the level of control, just that when the dog, you have connect with the dog on the leash, dog is even gaining more control because you're outside. That's where you're trying to control the dog outside in the walk, and there's even more things outside for the dog to gain fulfillment through. And this is where things just escalate, right? Because it's tied in directly. It's relationship. But so when you're trying to, again, make progress, understand it's important. Number one is you want to get the process right. You want to adopt the interaction-based approach that's going to begin to paint you into the picture the right way, fade in the right way. Then, okay, because again, what's been established through that leash, talking about a dog becoming very reactive based on gaining control, then you start to focus in on that as well, okay, again, through how you're engaging in terms of intercepting those states of mind to begin to overcome that issue as well. So again, just to put it out there that leash reactivity is a real thing. It's about control and relationship, how that ties in. It can escalate way out of control based again on what that represents to walking your dog. You're taking your dog, you're directly connected at a relationship level, because understand, dogs are social animals. So you're connected with your dog, you're taking your dog into areas, into places, other dogs, and then once you start unraveling, right, that just empowers the dog even more. So the dog's basically being fulfilled from both ends of the leash, okay, through that connection. So it's like double fulfillment. You know, it's like, you know, eating Oreo double stuffed Oreo cookie. Okay, the dog is getting, you know, extra supply source. So it creates that association. But again, my encouragement is that it's fixable, but it's really so critical that, you know, once you get into this level, you need to make sure at the very beginning you're getting the process right. And again, I advocate in a very specific way. You want to stay away from balanced or force-free training, because again, understand, you might do better at balance. You might get a dog to release control more through a balanced approach based on influence being part of the equation. But understand, okay, that balanced trainers are still working within the framework of this very problematic narrative. Okay, still an open door for a dog to continue to hold control. So you want to just stay away from all of it. Adopt a process that's going to truly begin to fade you in the right way, get a dog to release control, and then start to really work on how a dog's responding on the leash as well. Thanks for watching.